So where the hell are they, Private?
Don't know. Could take us days to sit through this much data. And that just tells us who made it back to the cryotubes. Better off doing it the old-fashioned way, like we found the synthetic on the ship.
You found the synthetic?
We found half the synthetic, sir.
Jesus, Mary, we had 2 civvies on that boat.
Yes, sir. One, Ellen Ripley and Carter J. Burke. Ripley has the last two injuries.
One of the things that happens is, you know, after the movie Aliens, you know, they send out a distress call to get some help to come back, right? So the atmospheric processor blew up. It's damaged a lot of the planet. So basically what happens is our Marines are the guys that kind of come back on the rescue squad for those original Marines. Now, the events take place actually after the movie Alien 3. So, so it is a sequel to Aliens in a way. It's sort of the sequel we always wanted, but it's sort of a spiritual successor to that movie, all right? So we didn't get to see another movie with the Colonial Marines, but now we get to play it. We get to be in these boots of these soldiers and finally be a part of the Colonial Marines. What they don't describe is exactly what happens to all of that and what happens to a queen, or how does a new queen come about when an old queen is dead, and are there multiple queens on the planet? There's all kinds of things that could be there. So hopefully you'll be able to see the answers to those questions, but it's not so discrete as, you know, with how the whole hive works. I think that's one of the things we're able to explore and investigate in this game is how the hive works. Yeah, it's the United States Colonial Marine Force, and they are, you know, an elite military unit, and so they have a lot of really cool arsenal of equipment to play with. And so, you know, this is your chance to be one of those soldiers. And not only do you get to go through the campaign as a single-player person, but you get to actually bring in your friends and play it together. We have Lance Hendrickson, who's been doing some things with, you know, he played Bishop, so he's somebody that that we have his likeness, and he's going to be, you know, the androids from the movie, you know, have an appearance. So we want to make sure that we're authentic in that way, and so we need the real actor to do that. But many of the main actors that we saw in the movie were, you know, killed off in Alien 3, so they can't have reprisal roles. So it's really, for the most part, an all-new crew of Colonial Marines to get to know and love. Yeah, well, you'll get to see a lot of the stuff that's in the arsenal that you expect from the Colonial Marines. So you'll get to see the sentry turret, you'll get to see the smart gun and the pulse rifle, pistols and shotguns and all that kind of stuff that you would expect. But you get a few other fill-in the blank sort of weapons that would fill out the arsenal for the Colonial Marines. And so I want to save a little bit of that for when the player gets to finally play it. But yeah, what you can be assured of is that we've really filled out that arsenal in a way that makes a lot of sense. Well, one of the challenges is trying to make sure that the aliens feel threatening, you know, whether they're single or whether there's multiples of them. And you want to also have, you know, this high action. Because if you really look at the movie Aliens, it's really not a horror movie at all. There's a couple of little spook moments, but for the most part, it is a non-stop action movie once you kind of get to the landing on LV-426. So what we want to do is have little bits of both moments, right? We want to have those moments that feel like, you know, the sort of first Alien experience where it's scary, but we also want to have these moments of high action and high intensity. And you have to have both in a game that is, you know, a game is a lot longer than, you know, just a 90-minute movie. So you want to be able to spread that diversity of gameplay over all that time.